Hi everyone, and Dragon with you. So let's discuss the new mutation temple of the past. It's called the Inner Power, and there are two mutators. The first are broodlings out of enemy units, and the second, each enemy unit is a caster, so he can cast random abilities, and broodlings actually can cast something too. So be ready for many storms, pullovers, or some crazy abilities like clouds or something like that. So you will need to be serious about controlling your army. We decided that we'll play with Tedigirl. She is a nice sky Fenix, while I'll try to protect everything. She's told that it will be great if Protoss will be. So actually our mission is to protect this Zalnaga temple.
Our structure should now operate at a greater efficiency.
And of course Karax can play into defense since start of the game, and during the game he might go into units, but it's optional, while Fenix can go straight into everything he can. So she decided that maybe it's a good idea to go Sky Protoss. And so, if one of you goes into Sky, the second needs to stop. So, she says that it's very bad, then the Raven drops mine into the interceptor and it returned into their carrier. Yeah, it's a problem actually. So, as you can see, I started focusing the main passage while she went straight into the Sky. It will be mass carriers from Phoenix, and actually that's effective. And now look at our opponent. So the opponent is Zerg, and each this little unit has some energy, so he will cast random stuff. And yes, Zerg is not good because casters everywhere. I tried to help with my top panel ability and it worked. So at first you need to win some time for the Phoenix because while the economy is still not good enough, she can't build a great carrier fleet. And actually she asked me about some bonus health. But I played standard Karax, I didn't switch my special abilities into something according to the mission, I just wanted to win this. So maybe it would be a good idea to boost your health. Okay, meanwhile, so she mass her carriers, I'm doing my best to protect, and as you can see there are special point defense drones which get rid of our shots, so be ready for multiple point shots to be destroyed. See, so we can't attack for some time before the drone is out of energy. That's kind of irritating. So in general the idea is the following. While my ally will be doing everything in there, I need to absorb damage.
If we work together, they should not be...
Yes, if we work together, guys. It's very important because you need to make these little creatures do something too. So if they simply see nothing on the ground, they will go straight to the Zalnaga temple and eat it. So Phoenix helps me too, and my main units are cannons. Actually they are buildings, but still I can heal my ally using shield batteries too. So it's a good idea to play double Protoss or maybe something which will help each other. And of course every time you need to get something on the ground. She says that there are no broodlings from the dogs. So alien incubation and power overwhelming. Meanwhile I'm getting rid of more dogs, and as you can see they casted clouds, so unfortunately my cannons are out of control, they do nothing, and that's actually bad. So even little Zerglings can cast cloud. Yeah. That's why Zerg is not the easiest opponent in this mission. Fortunately, Tedigirl could do everything possible to get rid of the Void Thrashers, so she was some kind of attack in our duo. While I was focused on defense, I made several upgrades, more energy of course for my top panel abilities, and Twilight just to get even more energy. Meanwhile, when you have serious trouble, see, that's what I call trouble, I simply can't hit them because all my bullets, let's call them this way, are defeated by the drones. Fortunately now they stopped. So, if you can, each of you will defend your own passage. If you can't, then do your best together. So she can clean everything with Fenix, while I can just simply use my ultimate ability to clear this all. So Fenix needs to fight, and I just need to use my top panel. Don't forget about economy, it's kind of important. And as you can see, she had enough time to get some bonus abilities. These clouds are not random, it's some Alarax abilities which deal damage to units while the ball is going through. And meanwhile I've got another trouble. Fortunately I built cannons in 0 time and I can heal my units. See, so this cannon isn't dying. You simply need to check your economy. As long as it lives, you might do what you need. And Tedigirl is just massing. Yes, maybe she forgot upgrades at start, so she is trying to do that now. But anyway, she needed a great fleet to be there, and it's there. So it's okay. Look at the amount of banelings around. So again, if nothing stands on the ground, these banelings will attack the temple. And that's what you really don't want to happen. Don't forget to get your economy, it will help you a lot, because actually I didn't have enough resources each game I played. And this black hole is not my allies, neither mine. So the enemy cast black hole, all her army is deactivated, and now the hope lies on our top panels and on my cannons, guys. Fortunately, black hole does not affect cannons, but they can be turned off, as you've seen here. And these little creatures, the broodlings, also have energy, guys. So if you play mass units, both of you I mean, it might be painful to get all the abilities straight into your units. And check the economy, so try not to lose many workers while in battle, especially from broodlings. They are quite annoying. More storms, more special abilities, as you can see, some parasitic bombs, and yes, it's kind of annoying. So one of you needs to get rid of the Void Thrashers while another will defend the base. Fortunately, my ally was good enough. She managed to get a great army of carriers, and meanwhile I started protecting the top of our base. So remember to protect everything, because drop pods will be soon and they will really irritate you. Fortunately, she got the combo. So first you get the Arbiter, Fenix, Sutia, see that? Then you go into Recall, and all your army immediately appears where the Fenix Arbiter is. So first you need to warp Arbiter there and then get the army there. He also can freeze enemy units, and it helps you to deal with them, because sometimes you can't kill all at once. And I helped her with my cannons, so if something goes wrong, more cannons, more batteries. For example, as you can see, something went wrong because she got into the black hole, and now these poor interceptors can't attack. Unfortunately, I didn't fix it. But anyway, we survived. So as you can see, I lost almost every single structure here, but that's good because banelings and zerglings and broodlings had their structures and they didn't harm the temple. Yeah. That's why, guys, I recommend you to have something on the ground all the time. Even if your fleet is so OP that you can clean everything. Oh, I really like this. So the black hole from AI. Sounds nice. Okay. So the only passage which is not protected is here. Basically that's my allies' passage, but still I decided to help somehow. But unfortunately I don't have enough resources right now. So she simply does some upgrades and clears. Wow, just look at this. The black hole of interceptors. Let's make it nearer. Okay. So when you're trying to do the bonus mission, remember to protect from the main attack. She was here, so I decided that she will need to win the battle here, while I'll help her here. I don't have my actual ability, but she made the recall and again, and the problem is basically solved. So recall is a great ability of Fenix, allowing your army to be effective. While Fenix can kill legions of units, yeah, using his special whirlwind ability. So this time I thought that it might be a good idea to get some Kaidarian monoliths against hybrids, and as you can see, the defense is still alive everywhere. I didn't want to spend the purifier beam where everything seemed fine, but unfortunately my ally was stuck in the black hole. Yeah, so you need to be ready for anything. You need to be ready to lose the entire ground army and to help your ally at first call. Exactly what she does. So Tedigirl, named as Drowned, used her recall ability to get the key position each single time I needed her. And I tried to help her with the purifier beam. So one enemy drop pod was here, it died, and as a result everything seems good. So 4 minutes before the end of the game, guys. And as you can see, my defenses are getting scratched. And more drop pods, more zerglings, they cast some abilities, remember about that. So some random madness happened. My structures were out of control, but still the wall is there. Yeah, I forgot gas, but as you can see I don't need it actually. Look, so she played with one base. Maybe that's a mistake, but still she's got a nice army anyway. And another attack. So when you see such trouble, you can use the second ability, it's named the Lance, deals heavy damage, stuns enemies, and of course it helps you to get rid of the attack. So she went straight into the battlefield while I tried to defend my line. Unfortunately the amount of enemies is too large and the orbital strikes are not enough here. So I could defend there, but not here, unfortunately. And I wasn't very attentive, that's my mistake. Meanwhile, my ally killed the main trouble, and I told her to run to me because my defense is being destroyed. Unfortunately, I had no options. I could build more cannons around the Nexus, but unfortunately I was too slow, guys. So all the hope lied on my ally. And at this point, what you need to do is just say, run, help me please. Exactly what I did actually, but as soon as she will deal with her wave. So I needed to win some time. That's why I tried to make even more cannons around at all costs, at all resources, just to win as much time as possible, and she received the goal. So Fenix went here to help me. My structures were winning some time. The last line of defense is still here, and this line is almost dead. So you need units, and finally Fenix with the ultimate ability appeared on the battlefield. And as you can see, this legion destroys almost everything. But there's one little thing to mention. While the legion is fighting with enemy units, other enemy units need a target. So fortunately I got enough cannons and structures around, so the temple was hit, but not as hard as it could be. And as a result, while the broodlings and lynx and banelings had other targets, the temple is almost not harmed. Only by the void treasure, but you can ignore it actually, if it's only one. And as you can see, I got almost destroyed, but my structures won enough time, and I'm alive because I have the last lines of defense. My two last defensive lines are still holding, and we need 20 seconds more. Actually, the drone played perfectly, I mean almost perfectly, and I simply did my best, so my defensive lines hold enough time, and that actually brought us the great victory of this game. That's why I wrote good game well played. So basically in this game you need to remember several things. The first one, never allow ground units to attack the temple. You need to wall it, you need to build your ground units, so simply give them some kind of a target so that you can avoid damage. The second thing, if one void treasure is there and your temple is almost green, then it will not destroy the temple, you can just defend your base. And the last thing, work together. So one of you may focus on defense, another on attack, but still you need to immediately do things to protect the temple, especially when enemy drop pods are there. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Special thanks to Tedigirl for being my ally. She played quite well. And good luck to you. See you in my next videos.